I thought I faced an enemy that day. I wore blue and he wore gray. I raised my sights to center his breast. He charged toward me to win the test. My shot found home and he started to fall, just as I was struck by an errant ball. I went to my knees, my life is gone. A foreign soil is to be my home. My enemy reached forth his bare hand. Run away, young soldier, from my homeland. It was never my will to take your life. I only wanted to protect my children, my wife. I answered with pain in my voice. Too late, my friend. I had no choice. You broke the rules of this country of mine and were not willing to stand the fine. He said, not true. You invaded our homes. Now dust will cover both our bones. We stood and looked down at the blood and gore where once stood two men, now nevermore. Our bodies lay crumpled in agony of death. We stood watching, neither had breath. Left alone on the field, our turn to die. Our blood ran together that early July. Two strangers became a part of the Georgia clay. Our history was lost to this very day. Our bones joined together and we became one. Our bodies joined together under a southern sun. When our spirits return to this last mortal soil, we come united remembering that bloody toil. We wish no longer our children to fight. We wish our leaders to remember our plight. Now try to contend for reasons their own. But remember lost battles, their soldiers to mourn. Remember the sorrow my Mary would tell. She knew not where her lover fell. My friend Josh, who died with me, his fate was the same. And years later we see none taking the blame. One side or the other would always point a finger, and a feeling of war still seems to linger. Now Josh and I hear stories that chill, how there are those who remove memorials at will, and leave no reminder of that great agitation that crippled a once young nation. Now Josh and I raise our spectral hands, and our shout goes out throughout these lands. Remember, if these memories cause discomfort at all, then you will be reluctant to drop that ball, and stories will be told of our struggle back then, and ignorance and prejudice will not likely win. And I, my friend Josh, walk our eternal post in the land of lost soldiers who paid the most.